Well, hello everyone. How are you all doing? I'm live. I know there was a couple people in here earlier. Oh, I should probably move the mic over. That might help. The mic is like that way, pointing a different direction. My little ball mic thing here. Yeah, I should probably put it there. As long as I'm using my proper mic, let's check. Yes, it's using the snowball. We are good. And everyone, please remember to relax. Life can be so stressful, and sometimes we forget to do that. So relax. And just a heads up, I do have some workers that are here today at the rental, and they are working on the basement. So if you hear any racket, be it talking or noise, that's what's going on. Now they are aware that I went live and they're trying to be quiet, but I don't expect it to be 100% because they got to get their work done too. I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So yes, everybody breathe in and breathe out. In the nose, out in the mouth. Out of the mouth, not out in the mouth. Anyway, breathe in. And it does just kind of reset everything. For supper tonight, I had tacos. I just cooked from scratch. I just used some grass-fed, wonderful hamburger. And just a quick little side thought. Every once in a while, my internet will cut out. So if I buffer for a bit, please bear with me. I am going to try to do this for an hour. All right, back to the food. I started with grass-fed beef, and then I just put my own seasoning in. I don't use taco seasoning because it has all the extra junk in it. I just use specific little seasonings that I have. And then, just tweak it till I like it, I guess. Wrap it up in a soft shell and eat it. Well, that's all gone. But I also made some Greek salad. What's in the Greek salad? It's cucumbers, feta cheese, onions, and little like baby tomatoes, as I call them. And then you put like some seasoning, some red wine vinegar, and olive oil. Very simple, but very delicious. In my opinion, anyway. If I would have had some green olives, I would have added that also. The onions I put in it were red onions. Okay, let's see who's here. Here we go. There's a Nora. Very nice to see you here, Nora. And then, of course, we've got Toyman here. I know he is sipping on coffee. I was just actually talking to him a moment ago. He's sipping on coffee, getting ready for work. He has to go to work overnight. Oh, and there's Sunflower. Nice to see you, Sunflower. I hope you're doing well. Yes, hi, honey. All right, I say so a lot, apparently. Let's sew. Now I haven't really had a beverage tonight with my meal other than some water. So there's the sew again. That's going to stick out every time I say it. Nothing better than 1919, right? Well, that's my opinion. If you ask Bob, he might say A&W, or they're on even keel. But if you ask me, JoJo, or Toyman, we would say, yes, pass that 1919, please. If we're choosing for like a soda or a root beer. Of course, Ron's first choice would probably be beer, actual beer. But if not, I think he would choose this next. Lots of bubbles. I probably shouldn't have done that. Now it's going to come up in belches, right? Woo! You need olives and feta cheese, but hold the cucumber. What? Don't you like the cucumber? What's wrong with the cucumber? Cucumbers are really good for you. They're good for hydration. They do have some potassium in them. And they're just a healthy vegetable. You should eat those. Oh, Toy Man has to go to work now. I'm sure he will pop back in once he's settled at work, unless he's majorly busy. Woo! Yeah, I drank that a little fast. It's like, ah. Sunflower is wondering if Ron is sipping on Tim's. I think she's thinking like Tim Hortons coffee. And no, he makes his own coffee at home. He'll have Timmy's or Tim Hortons coffee, but not every day. That'd get quite expensive. Ah, so you like cucumbers, but you like them to be a little bit more pickly. Ooh. See, now it's all coming up. I should not have done that. And of course, it's going to do the autofocus. We'll have to get this all better in time, I guess. I think there's a setting I can go on my computer to make the camera not do that. But obviously, I don't think of it until I'm live streaming. And then I don't think you really can do that setting while you're live streaming because, well, I'm using the camera. I doubt I have missed any comments, but if I did, please just say it again. Re-comment if it wasn't too much, or if it was a big lengthy thing. You could always say, hey, look at my comment above, and I will do my best to look. Anyways, one momento, please. That was a big belch. Now let's continue. How was your weekend? Did we have a weekend yet? Oh yeah, I guess we did. It's only Tuesday. See, that's the thing that messes me up with my new job, because I work on weekends also during the weeks, and it kind of messes me up because with my old job I used to have, it was sometime during Monday through Friday. There was never a weekend unless it was asked of me to maybe do a rental that they would host there. So it's quite different for me to have a job where they can schedule you for Saturdays and Sundays just in general, and you don't get any extra pay. It's just on the schedule. The nice thing on holidays, though, at this current job I have, my new job I'm talking, it's not new anymore. I guess it's been a little over 90 days, but still newer job. The out one, if you work on holidays, you do get time and a half. So I did work on Monday, for example, and that was Memorial Day. I was going to call it Memorial Weekend. No, that was Memorial Day. And so I got time and a half. So that's kind of cool. Like I've probably specified before, my current job has wonderful people, lots of wonderful people, many of which have been there to help me because it's a lot in the kitchen. But I don't see myself being able to keep up with that. It's just a lot. It's not the people, though. It's just the job in itself. Everybody's cut out for different things, and the amount of work they expect out of one person in the kitchen specifically, on the side I typically am on, is just a lot. Obviously, that is currently my only source of income, primarily, so I can't just not do it either at the very moment. I do have to get the online business going and other things, and maybe find alternative work here locally before I would say, hey, I just can't anymore. And I'm very proper about it too. I'm not going to, like, if I decide to not continue this current job, I would not just be like, oh, I'm done. I would definitely give them advance warning, and I would still work, like 3 or 4 more weeks or something to give them plenty of time to figure out what they're going to do. And if that shall become a thing, if that should arise, I have to say I'm not quitting there because of the people. It's just because of myself, my physical and mental well-being, really, and what I can and can't do. We all are equipped different. So, yeah, another sew. Lots of sews. Maybe you should keep count and let me know at the end how many sews I do. Sunflower has a paragraph here. A pickle is a cucumber that has been preserved in brine or vinegar solution. This process changes a cucumber's flavor and texture, making it sour, tangy, and crunchy. This is true. I have made pickles before. My favorite actually are fermented pickles, where you have live microbes in it, which is really good for your gut, versus the store-bought, chemicalized, canned ones that taste good, but they don't have any nutrition. No nutritional value. If you make homemade fermented ones, not only do they taste great because they're pickles, but they also have wonderful microbes. It's kind of like yogurt in a sense. It's not yogurt, but the same principle, where you have those live little microbes that are wonderful for you, for your gut. Nora went to a lot of parties. How was your weekend? Yeah, you were a busy girl. Oh, speaking of which, not tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it? Don't forget, tomorrow's Wednesday. Nora traveled on the weekend, apparently. Oh, more new rail fan spots and videos coming up soon on my main channel. That's awesome. I get holiday pay and I also get paid a time off. Oh, Illinois made better law for workers. That's good. Oh, can't what? Yeah, I was talking about my work. And yes, you're supposed to give 2 weeks at least. That's what I was saying. I would give at least 2 weeks, if not more, because I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm done, and leave. I mean, that puts the company in a bad spot. I would not do that. There are people that will do that. They'll be like, I'm done, and they just leave, and there's no notice, and that's not cool. So unless there's something that's going to really hurt you in a really bad way, if you ever have a job that isn't quite fit for you, be it physically, mentally, or otherwise, please do what's decent, kind of like Sunflower is saying here. Give them at least 2 weeks notice before you are planning not to be there anymore. I myself would say I'd probably give this company at least 3 weeks, because they do schedule out, it seems, about 3 weeks or so. I'd have to look again. So I mean, if I'm scheduled, I'm still going to work. So yeah. I buy Polish pickles. They are healthy. Okay. I don't know, I guess, because I don't have Polish pickles. I do get a source of pickles when I'm not able to make my own from the local grocery store. And it is a healthier version where they haven't dyed them. It's more natural. It's more that refrigerator pickle taste than like a traditional from the store pickle taste. but it doesn't have fructose or green food coloring or any of that weird stuff in it. Not really any preservatives, I don't think, in it either, other than maybe salt. Oh, no graduation parties? No. Another thing coming up is, well, life is going to get busy. Later part of July, I'm actually going to be involved with a health fair with my mom. And at this life fair type of thing, we are going to promote the Life Wave patches that I talk about here at times. And then at the end of August, actually mid-August, I am planning to figure out and go to Canada. I plan to be in Canada for 2 weeks if everything pans out correctly. Yeah, I have my schedule right here. Ron and I were just going over that not too long ago. Seems to me we were thinking the 17th through the 30 something maybe. I have to look at my calendar here. This is my brain. I need my brain. You know how lost I'd be without my brain? I used to get these calendars thinking, hey, that'll keep my life organized. And then I just kind of try to think of things to put on there. It's so much different now. I put all kinds of things on here. I just got thinking that is something that I could offer because I have my own strategy to how I keep things organized, and it does help me in my life. If you are the type that need lists to kind of keep things organized and you're trying to think of better ways to do so, maybe I'll have to have some sort of low cost course. It would help me out. It would help you out. Just real quick, basically I have a calendar, I have a notebook, and I take care of basically 3 different parts of my life. Just the main things like work, birthdays, big celebrations or places you need to be in my calendar. My notebook, I have a strategy to how I write out my day to keep everything organized and nice. And then I have a third area. So I have my calendar, my one page in my notebook, and then my third thing is another page. I basically just rip out a page of my notebook at the moment, and I use that as my grocery / like keeping track of bills, I guess you could say, little list. So like when my cell phone is due or my rent is due, and I keep track so I know exactly when it's due and if I paid for it. Anyways, I do have a rhyme or reason to all that. I do see that Jim has popped in. Nice to see you, Jim. All right, so what I have down, and this is just penciled in because I don't have any airplane tickets purchased yet or anything, which I need to do here soon because from what I understand, the sooner you do that, potentially the cheaper they will be versus waiting last minute, plus making sure you do have a spot on that airplane. Problem is money, of course. So, just so you know, there's another so. I did pin my PayPal, so if anybody would feel so inclined to send even $5 or more, I could put that towards my airplane ticket, or in general, if you want to help out. Especially because right now I only do have one part-time job. I am looking for another job. It's just everything seems to be falling through at the very moment. We will see what happens. All right, so I have it down that August 17th. Yeah, because I think that was supposed to be I have an arrow going to the 1st of September. Once Ron gets in here. I will have to ask him again. 17th of August through, it's either the 31st of August or into September 1st. Basically 2 weeks. We shall see. part of that is of the timing is because Sparky 107 is having a meet and greet. Ron actually already paid for both of our tickets to go to that. And Sunflower says, be careful flying. It might be safer to drive. Not in my beat up car. My parents were just in an airplane not too long ago. Anything can happen, but thus far, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Things happen in airplanes, but they also can happen in cars. There's no way I would drive. No. Canada is letting Americans in. I read that many Canadians are stopping their travels to the USA. Well, that's because there were some Americans not being very nice to the Canadians, so of course they quit. From what I understand, we can still go to Canada. And hopefully by August, things will be even more settled down. We are in the end of May right now. So June, July, August. 3 months. So it'll be 3 more months. Maybe it'll be different. Going in circles. If anybody wants to see what Giggles has put up, you can go visit his channel after or right now during the stream if you want a break. I'm assuming it's a drone video and it's probably pretty cool. How is everybody doing? And what did you have for supper? As you can see, I'm finishing up mine with my feta salad. Feta. This is feta. I love the feta. Greek salad at that. And sunflower, you know, if you put it in a salad, it does take on the flavors of the salad. Maybe you would like it. Yummy. No, TJ, I'm not going to be sharing the screen right now. If people want to go and watch it, they're more than welcome to. Oh, the cabbage turned out really good. The sauerkraut. Yes, the cucumbers. They take on the flavor of the Greek salad. I could go get the jar in a minute here, and I will show you the sauerkraut. All gone. So I'm gonna go get the sauerkraut. Okay. That sounds yummy too, Jim. All right, see, here's the sauerkraut. It's very good. I've eaten a bit of it already. If you like sauerkraut, make your own. It's healthy and it's easy. Speaking of videos on people's channels, I do have a video of how to make it. 2 ingredients. So easy. Just do it. Just do it. Oh, come on, sunflower. Cucumbers never hurt you. Widen your horizons. It will be okay. Funny. I know we all have our things we don't like in life. Like, I would prefer not to have horseradish, for example. It's not necessarily the warmth or heat of it. It has to do with the taste. It just tastes like something that went bad. Coleslaw. No, it's sauerkraut. The stuff in the jar I just showed you there, sunflower, is sauerkraut. Have you had sauerkraut? It's basically a fermented, pickled tasting cabbage. Oh, excuse me. Summertime, I sit in the swing. Oh, you sit in the swing and I eat my cucumbers and my tomatoes right out of the garden. Better boy tomatoes. It's my favorite. Yeah, nothing better than fresh from the garden. I do have cucumbers, the grape tomatoes, or I call them baby tomatoes. What else do I have? Strawberries. Okay, so I said cucumbers, tomatoes, strawberries. Peppers. I was like, what's the other thing? Those like little peppers are like a bell pepper, but they're mini. I don't know. I usually would get those at the store. They come in multiple different colors. And I thought, hey, I'll try growing those this year. They're like candy. I hate them. That's too bad. Yeah, I do love my pickled items. Well, if you don't like cucumber sunflower, that's all right. Try to find a variety of other fresh vegetables that you enjoy. There are many different types out there. I'm sure you'll find something. Oh, there you go. I make sauerkraut with, is it kielbasa? I don't even know if I know what that is. It sounds familiar. Let me look it up. My parents, specifically my mom, will make kimchi, which is basically sauerkraut, but it has other vegetables in it, I believe is the difference. You can make sauerkraut slaw. I just eat it how it is. I don't add anything to it. I just put a bunch on my plate and eat it like it's a salad, just how it is. No need to change it up. Joseph Grohl, nice to see ya. Oh, Polish sausage. Well, that would make sense. Okay, yeah, I just looked it up. Yep, there you go. Yeah, sauerkraut would go good with that, of course. Yeah, very nice. So, yes, overall, everything is going great in life. Many of the days, I feel like I don't have enough time to get all that I would like to get done, be it people I'm talking to, getting the business up and going. Sometimes I'm just mentally tired. Oh, here, Jim, I have an idea to what I'm talking about. Sweet bell peppers mini. That's probably what it is because they're mini. You know what I'm talking about then, Jim. They come in like red, orange, yellow, green colors. Joseph Girl's in bed, but hey, he's here hanging out with us at the stream. Still, there's a place in Michigan that makes kielbasa. Or if you want sausage, it is the best. If you want an address they can ship to you. Very nice, Jim. Very nice. Huh. Oh, and then Nora, of course, he's still swimming around here in the chat. To update you all then, as most of you know, I don't have my original job I've had for the last couple of years since I've been back from Canada. That one, oh, now I got a knock. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold that thought. Hey, sorry about that. You know, you never know who's going to be at your door. But anyway, I'm back. Joseph, okay, he's in bed. That's right. I saw that already. Yes, we were talking about that. Fishy, I buy the brand Belvedere, however you say that, Polish dill pickles. As long as they're not full of a bunch of junk in them, then hey, that's cool. That's what I would personally buy. You can, I mean, sometimes I still buy the regular kind. Are the best. Yes, dill pickles are the best. There's Nightbot. And yes, Sunflower likes to keep mentioning that the Twitch doesn't work. Thank you very much. Uh-huh. All right, sorry. Some workers were wondering something. Oh, wow. Shadow Scout Sweet is here. I haven't seen you in so long. I'll fix it. Oh, thank you, Nora. Because, yeah, I think Sunflower, she's trying to be helpful. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's been the second or third time she's mentioned it, and it's like, it's broken. Okay, it's broken. I don't. That's about all you can do. All right, it's broken. And that will make Sunflower happy. And me, too. Toyman is back in the house, I see. Yes, yep, that's Toyman. Toyman's Bar and Grill. He does say his actual name. His actual name is Ron. He goes by Toyman, and yes, so you can call him Toyman or Toymans or Ron. He'll answer to all that. Yeah. Oh, that was a nice supper I had tonight, that's for sure. I think it's finally quit raining. It was a little bit one of those. It was one of those drizzly, sprinkly, rainy days. Oh, okay. Next Wednesday I'll fix it when I'm at the library. Okay, sounds cool. Thanks, Nora. I don't know why it's broken, but apparently it's broken. But what should not be broken is my PayPal link. See if it works. You can always just throw $5 that way and I'll let you know if it's broken or not. In all seriousness, if anybody does send any money my way, be it for an airplane ticket for in August or just in general, you can always specify what you would like it to be used for. I can keep you anonymous and just thank you behind the scenes, or I definitely can promote you. I can promote your channel, all those kind of things. So just let me know. If you do the PayPal thing, you let me know. Oh, wow. It's the Tank RC. It's been a while. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. If anybody is wondering where it is and all that in regards to the PayPal link, I do have it pinned to the top of the chat. Oh, wow. Okay. Shadow Scout Sweet has had a little bit of a tough time, it looks like. Life got in my way the last 9 or 10 months. I had a tough and hard time lately. My dad passed away July 21st. Last year we had his funeral September 14th. Yeah, that's no fun. Sorry to hear about that. Oh, sorry. It's just you just never know what kind of creaks this house may make. Oh. Yes. Life is very fun. Yes, of course. It's always good to see you here. I'm glad you're here. RC. I'll just call you RC, I guess. Yeah. Shadow Scout Sweet said, and my mom passed away March 28th. We had her funeral May 2nd. What? Whoa. So you lost both your parents in a short amount of time. That'd be really, really hard. That's something I really don't like thinking about. We all know that that's going to happen at some point. Sometimes in life, for some unknown reason, we may go before our parents, but if you go by age and how it usually goes, at some point they do go before us. And I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. That's all I gotta say. I love both my parents. I'm definitely closer to my mom than my dad just because we just are. And that doesn't mean I don't like my dad. And we're just very close. And I can't imagine not being able to call her up and say, hey, it's just a really weird thought. Ha ha. Toyman's Bar and Grill says, Fishy's got some really big rats in the basement. No, they're not rats. I already said we had some workers down there. Not rats. Very, very funny. Yeah, I suppose because they're squeaking and all, huh? That's why you're thinking they're big rats, I guess. Yes, that's how it goes, but that's okay. Yeah, I am really sorry to hear about that. I don't know how I can make it better there for you. I can't make it better, I guess. That's if there's anything I can do to help you through these times, sweet, you can always let me know. I'm trying to remember if we're connected behind the scenes. I thought we used to chat behind the scenes and email or something at one point, but if we did, it's been a while. That there is my email. If anybody has a reason they would like to email me, be it you, Shadow, because like I said, maybe you and I just corresponded on my old email. I don't know. It's been a while. Just seems to me we did. Maybe I'm just thinking I was at your channel a lot and it just felt like we did. If you want to reach out, go ahead. I know I've had some new people reach out there and it's been really nice. It's nice to be able to get to know people better. If your email is different than your channel name, you might want to clarify who you are, or I'll just maybe think it's just spam. So yeah, just let me know. Well, I guess you'll let me know if you email it. But truly, if your email is totally different, say, hey, I'll just use Nora, even though Nora and I are already linked in Hangouts and such, an email. But let's say Nora had an email that said, trains are us. Trains are us at hotmail.com or something. I'd be like, who is this? If you would say, hey, like in the subject line, just said, hey, this is Nora, then I'll know who it is. Obviously, I just use them as an example, and that's it because we are already connected. Brandon, nice to see you. Yes, I do see you. Yeah, okay, so I'm not just making up a figment of my imagination. Yes, we did chat behind the scenes before. I remember that. Yes. I just don't remember where. If it was through my other email, my old email, or if it was maybe back when YouTube had its own little chat areas. I don't think it would have been that, though, because I think that was way earlier. I mean, that only lasted for like 6 or 9 months, and then they took that away. I will make that just for you now that you said that. Trains are us. Yeah, you like that? Trains are us at hotmail.com. If he's going to make it, must have been a good idea. Oh, come on. Why do I... Oh, there we go. I like pushed one and it wanted to hide Nora. I'm like, no, I don't want to hide Nora. Nothing wrong with Nora. Here's something interesting. The other day, I had a little party here. It was a last minute idea. It was over Memorial Weekend, so I thought I might be limited to who would be able to show up, and it ended up that way. It still was really cool, though, to have my one friend that ended up coming here. I was trying to have a patch party with my Life Wave patches. You know how you have like Pampered Chef and all these other parties, and it just helps when you're in the same room and you can show off the products or talk easier than trying to do it through text or phone when people are able to. Just one person was able to attend, and it was well worth it though, because we were able to chit chat. I was able to let her know all the things that helped me. My mom let her know all the things that helped her. My dad actually tagged along also. I made some yummy appetizers, and we had some things to drink. The best part of the whole thing though was my friend was in a terrible car accident. I want to say it was like 5 years ago. Maybe it's a couple more years than that. I'd have to ask her again because time keeps continuing. Maybe it's more like 7 years ago. Besides the point is that her one leg, for example, was twisted in the wrong way. Not twisted, it was broke in the wrong way. And thus her leg had to be pieced back together with rods and whatever they do to make your leg uh, all better again, or as better as they can make you again. She has a severe limp. It is hard for her to be mobile, but she wants to be, and she actually is doing really good for what she's been through. Problem is that she deals with a lot of swelling and pain because of her past scenario, and when I was hold on one second. Okay, I was trying to get to the best part. My friend, we put one of the patches on. It's called X39 specifically, and we put it at her painful area on her leg. Actually, I think it was on by her ankle. She was having some tenderness there. She apparently usually uses, what'd she say, dual action, where she has to take, I think it's Tylenol and ibuprofen. I'm not sure the amounts, but whatever she's taking, it takes the edge off, but she still has discomfort. And she did this. We showed her where to put it when she showed where her discomfort was. And within 5 minutes, as we were talking, she said, "Oh, it's starting to feel better." It's like, well, that's good because we told her, I mean, not everybody's going to get results right away. Everybody's different. Sometimes it takes some time, might not be in the correct spot to help with it, especially if it's more severe. Anyways, this is what brought like tears to my eyes here the other day. I think it was yesterday. Yes, because I had it on, I think it was Sunday. But anyway, she wrote to me yesterday and said, "Hey, I woke up this morning and I wasn't in any pain." She wakes up in pain every morning. She wore this patch for 12 hours. It was evening time when we put it on her, and we just said, "I'll just leave it on." And that's the first time that's ever happened for her where she didn't have to take something and she woke without being in discomfort. And so, yeah, she's very sold on it. I just had to share that with you because that just makes me so happy. I do not like seeing people having all these ailments, and especially to the ones that it's just not fair. Become a member, level pro. Oh, I see what Nora did. Nora became a member. Wow, congratulations, Nora. That's another thing you guys can do. You can sign up to be a member. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, hold on. I gotta go back here. Go Fish Office, you and I met Michael Fryer Jr. when he had his regular live streams, and he was a pretty new channel. Okay. And Brandon is broke till Friday, but then I'll be broke again because I owe money. Don't worry about it, Brandon. You being here means the world. And wow, I wish I had buttons and stuff, Nora. That's like, whew, that's huge. That's so cool. Yay! Ah, so cool. Okay, I know. I can push this button. I have no other button. So here you go, Nora. I'll play this for a second just for you. There! How is that? Is that better? Or maybe I could just, I don't know. I don't have it. I don't have anything yet. At some point, I do have a friend that said that I'd be able to try out a paid version because they have a paid version. I just haven't been able to figure out a time, to get the access to that to do it, however that would work. So, yeah, anyway. You're going to have to tell me what you want for Nightbot added or removed or changed. Okay, I can do that, Nora. Definitely. Yeah, I can do that. Boo! Did I surprise you? All right, we'll only be going for a couple more minutes here. But yeah, I do need to refresh my Nightbot. I also need to refresh my description in my videos. I think some of that is old too. I just need to refresh on all the things. I also got to figure out my life. At least I'm not living underfoot of anybody else at the moment. I have a wonderful landlord that isn't making me feel like I'm walking on eggshells. The people I'm surrounded with at my current job are wonderful. Like I said, it's a bit much of the workload and stuff, but that has nothing to do with the people. It's just still trying to figure out life. Since you are now monetized and have channel memberships, etc. Oh, that's true. I need to add more things. You're right. Didn't think about that. So many things to do. I need a vacation to have all this time to think. There's always some kind of distraction, like today, having workers here, and activity. And I do hope that you all enjoyed this time. I wanted to do just a solo live stream today for an hour, just me chatting with you all. I do thank Nora again. If anybody else wants to become a member, there are a couple different levels you can choose from, and they have different options to what you can do or what you would receive from purchasing it. That helps me out. It gives us some other things we can do, not just what you see here. Yeah. On Thursday, Brian and I will be doing our word game, so I hope many of you will be able to attend that. If I am thinking correctly, it should be 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I figure we'll go for about an hour. I know that Brian really thoroughly enjoys it, and so do I. So I thank every one of you for being there. I appreciate all your thumbs up, like I say. That's always encouraging, makes YouTube know that you're here and enjoying your time. Now, if you decide you want to put a thumbs down, you can do that too. And YouTube will still think, hey, that's pretty cool. They interacted. The only thing that does is they may not always be prompt to notifying you when I'm doing something, because a thumbs down just means it was an interaction, but you don't want to see as much of that. Some people think that'll hurt a channel. It doesn't. Actually, doing nothing hurts more. It hurts you more. So, yeah. All right, everyone. Enjoy your evening. I will keep you posted. Like I said, I have some traveling coming up, trying to figure out life because I need to keep an income going. I would ultimately love to have some sort of income where I could actually travel and get income. And that way I can meet you and have a little bit more potential freedom, I suppose, in life, not feel like so much in bondage. And not that I have to go that far necessarily either at times. Anyway, all right, everyone. You all take care. Bye.